So then guys, it is really exciting times now. We are less than 2 weeks away from the iPhone 17 model's launch. And today what I want to do for you, as we're so close, I want to paint that specs picture for the iPhone 17 Pro Max when it is announced. We've had so many leaks and rumors coming in, confirming everything, that we now have kind of a full picture of what the iPhone 17 Pro Max is going to give us on its actual release time. So what I've done is I've created a spec sheet and I want to go over all the specs that we're going to get with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So as you can see right here, this is the spec sheet and I'm going to go over all these different boxes as you can see right here. And first of all, let's get started with the actual display. Now we've been told we're going to get a 6.9-inch display, the same size as the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's going to be an OLED display, it's going to be Pro Motion, basically the same as the likes of the iPhone 16 Pro Max. But one of the big differences is that we're going to actually get an anti-reflective screen this time. Maybe something similar to like the nano texture screen that we get on, say, the MacBook Pros as an option or the iPad Pros this time. That is probably the biggest change there. Possibility as well that brightness might be a little bit more this time, but really that is the display. But next of all, let's talk about the actual camera system, because this one is a big one this time round. So we've been told that we're going to get 48 megapixels triple sensors and lenses this time round. What is great news to hear. We're also going to get that LiDAR ability, but the zoom capability on the telephoto this time round is going to be an 8 times optical. What is the first for Apple? We've had 5 times optical, but 8 times. And the potential with this that even digital zoom could go all the way up to say 50 times this time round. What is great news to hear. And also as a first, we've been told we're going to be able to do 8K recording. It's not been confirmed it's going to be 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second, but the ability to record at 8K will be there with all 3 sensors. What is fantastic news to hear. But it's not just the rear cameras that are getting some love. The front camera is also getting this, the FaceTime selfie camera. We've been told that this is going to be a 24 megapixel sensor this time round. This is the first time we've had an upgrade here ever since the iPhone 14 Pro models. And we've had that same camera all along. So this is great news to hear that we're going to get those upgrades there. But not only this, we're also going to get some enhancements with video features too. As I already mentioned, we're going to get that 8K and potentially up to 60 frames per second, but we still will be able to do 4K recording at 120 frames per second. So this will look even better than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. We can do this, but I'm sure with those 48 megapixel sensors, it's going to look even crisper this time. We'll be able to record in Dolby Vision, spatial vision as well, and also for a first this time, we'll be able to do dual recording, what's going to be absolutely awesome. So this means you'll be able to record on the selfie camera and the rear camera at the exact same time. And also for stabilization, it looks like this is going to be enhanced even more this time. But you're also probably wanting to know, well, what is powering this new iPhone? Well, it's going to have the new A19 Pro chip inside of it. And this is a new version of a 3nm chip that's been designed with Apple and then obviously being made by TSMC this time. It's going to be even more efficient and more powerful than what we got with the A18 Pro. And the great thing about this, I'm going to say that probably for CPU, GPU, and NPU overall, you'll probably get about a 25% gain in performance, but yet using less power to do that. But something else that we've also been told is that we're actually going to get 12 gigabytes of RAM paired up with the A19 Pro this time. So if you've got multiple apps open and using Apple Intelligence, this is going to be great for this. And then for actual storage though, sadly it doesn't look like a 2 terabyte option is on the cards. We haven't heard anything officially from that, so it does look like it still will only be up to a 1 terabyte option this time round. But what I would be saying, with all these things happening, with the cameras operating, the A19 Pro, you get the idea here, there is going to be a new cooling system, what's going to be a vapor kind of chamber, what's going to help cool down the iPhone. So this is great news to hear. But just quickly guys, if you're like me and your MacBook, your iPhone, cloud storage are all constantly screaming storage full, then this is going to save your digital life. This is the Ugreen NAS DXP 4800 Plus. Think of it as your own personal cloud, but way faster, way bigger, and you control it. Setup on this took me less than 5 minutes. There were no screws, no stress, just push, slide, done. And this is pretty awesome too. Guess what? You can have up to 136 terabytes of storage. That's literally tens of thousands of movies of every file you have ever made ever. Speed-wise, I've copied over 10 gigabytes of videos faster than iCloud could ever think of doing, and you're getting 1250 megabits of speed. And yeah, it's rocking a 12th gen Intel chip. This is the best processor you'll get at this price for a NAS. And you can access this NAS from literally anything. Your Mac, your iPhone, your smart TV, it doesn't matter where you are in the world either. And for all you guys out there who want your photos sorted in a certain way, well, there's built-in AI to sort your pictures offline by face, objects, location, without you uploading anything to the cloud. Honestly, I can say that this NAS has replaced all my cloud drives. There's no subscriptions, there's no limits, and right now there are discounts. Hit the links below to check out all the great discounts from Ugreen right now and get your storage problems sorted right now too. And with that, let's return back to the main video. But moving on from this, so you probably want to know about, say, battery life and charging. So we've been told that for battery life, it's going to be the best ever in the 17 Pro Max, mainly because we're going to get a 5,000 milliamp battery. That is a first. We're going to get that. Finally, Apple have hit that size battery, or it could be even slightly bigger than that. But we're also still going to be getting other efficiencies with that A19, like I said. And then on top of that as well is that wireless charging will still be at 25 watts, but the difference is you'll be able to use Qi 2.2 chargers. So the great thing is that, say, a power bank has Qi 2.2 at 25 watts MagSafe, well, you'll be able to just whack that on the back of your phone and charge it up. So this is great news to hear. It won't be just 15 watts with a power bank with MagSafe this time round. So that is really great news. USB-C was still going to be 3.2 and probably still up to 30 watts we've been hearing, but there has been the odd rumor that it might even be 45 watts. We'll just have to wait and see on that one. But Apple is still probably going to claim that you'll probably be able to charge up your phone up to 50% in 30 minutes with this, what is still great news to hear. And also that battery is also going to be metal covered. That's also going to help with the cooling and everything. And talk about the cooling, let's get onto that next. So like I said, the new iPhone is going to be a thermal design new phone, and we're going to get onto the actual design about it in just a second. But one of the key differences that obviously we're going to get this new vapor chamber going to be put inside of it, and it's going to be managed. Maybe there's going to be a new chip that's going to manage the actual heating a bit better this time round. And like I said, even the likes of, say, the antenna is being moved out this time, so that doesn't get too hot, or the things like this, it's going to be moved around the actual camera kind of bar, that bump on the back now. And this is great news to hear that this is going to be happening this time. You'll be able to get that performance and also still get that efficiency from it with the thermal design. But talk about the actual design, one thing that is changing differently this time is that this iPhone is going to be made out of aluminum or aluminium, depending where you are in the world. So this is going backwards, as it were. We did have titanium. Maybe Apple will explain this. There's also been rumors that we're going to also get a glass back finish this time, or glass kind of metal kind of finish. What we're also going to get on this, we'll have to wait and see on that. But the actual design, apart from that big camera bump on the back this time, not much else is really changing with the design, apart from, I would actually say, colors wise. We're going to be getting that new dark blue and that orange color added into the mix of the black, white, and also a grey color as well, which is great news to hear. But finally, the last thing to talk about is connectivity. We've been also told that Apple are going to put their custom chip into this iPhone as well, and this is going to probably be an enhanced C1 chip. So this will be used for 5G, it'll be used for Bluetooth, and it will also be used for, say, Wi-Fi as well. Security will still be Face ID and everything like that, but you know, everything else is probably going to stay very similar with NFC and also that U2 chip, that ultra wideband chip as well for the new iPhone 17 Pro Max. But next of all, you probably want to know about the release date and the price for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Well, for release date, it's quite an easy one because Apple recently announced their ore-dropping event, what's happening on September 9th this year, and it's going to happen at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And that is when we're going to actually get that. So obviously, like me in the UK, that's 6 p.m. But it's going to be another event that they're going to show us. Whether it's going to be on a stage, whether it's going to be a virtual event, it's unknown at this stage. So we'll have to wait and see what's going to actually happen there. But the Friday after, on September 12th, that is when you'll be able to pre-order the iPhone 17 and the iPhone 17 Pro Max for the first time, and then you'll be able to get your hands on it for the very first time just a week later after that, on the 19th of September. So that is great news to hear. But next of all, the question you'll be asking about is, what about prices, tariffs, and things like this? Well, after lots of fiddling around and hearing things, it does look like that the price of the iPhone 17 Pro Max is going up a tiny bit. It's going up by about $50 this time. So it looks like the starting price is going to be $1,249 US instead of $1,199 US for it this time. And that will probably be starting out with the 256 gigabyte model. But really, guys, that is the latest and greatest and all the specs for the iPhone 17 Pro Max before it comes out. Are you excited for it? Are you going to get your hands on one? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well, guys, it's time to wrap up this video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, if you want to do the latest Apple news, reviews, and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.